bringing the fun back into budgeting is like our #1 goal. Well, hey you guys, and welcome back to another studio vlog. If you're new here, I do want to introduce myself so that you have at least an idea of what you're going to be watching. My name is Emily, and I am the owner of the Aesthetic Dollar, which is an e-commerce store, and I design simple and minimal budgeting tools to support budgeters, cash stuffers, people that want to save money, and people that want to get out of debt. So last week we left off with getting ready for our big Elements collection drop. If I haven't mentioned it, today is Monday, so we had our Elements collection drop on Friday at noon, and I had every intention of filming, but I did not have any of my memory cards here, so I was not able to film. But I did go live on Instagram for most of the day because we did get a head start on packing orders, and I went live on Instagram just so I could pack people's orders for them. So we packed about 60 orders on Friday, and it actually was so fun to just be able to start packing them up right away and to surprise people, because normally we don't start packing them up until Monday. But on Friday, Stephanie and I just looked at each other and I'm like, should we just start packing orders? And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So we were both like full of energy and having a ton of fun. So we're like, let's just start packing orders today. So yeah, we got about 60 orders packed. We still have a ton of orders left to pack. We're gonna primarily be working on that today. I would love to get through all of the orders that were placed on launch day. I'd like to get those done today. Like I said, we've got 60 done. We probably have another 75 to 100 orders that were placed on launch day. So we're gonna get those packed up today. And then we're gonna start working on our next launch, probably tomorrow would be my guess. And we'll kind of go into that more as time goes on. But I haven't talked about that launch a ton, but today we are getting our last shipment of products that are going to be included in that launch. So I'll be able to show you guys everything all at once, which I'm really excited about. So I spent some time this morning getting shipping labels printed off, and I just need to breeze through my email real quick, and then we're going to be able to get started with packing the orders. So Stephanie should be here. My guess would be in the next half hour, 45 minutes. So I'm going to try to get all my computer work done so that by the time she gets here, we are ready to rock and roll with orders. But before I get to my emails, I do just want to say thank you to everybody that placed orders on launch day. Like, I don't even know how many launches I've done at this point since starting our business in 2022, but I am consistently blown away by the way that you guys show up. And it's just a feeling that I'll never get desensitized to. Like, I always have tears in my eyes every time we have a launch, and just seeing your guys' names pop up and how many people are on the site, like, I'll never be able to tell you how much it means to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I know Stephanie feels the same way because we're both just so passionate about what we do. And every time we're packing orders, we're always like, oh my gosh, look at this order. It's so cute. And just like the things that you guys come up with and just like your aesthetic, it just shows in your orders. And it's just so fun for us to see, because our big goal is just to make budgeting fun, and doing that through aesthetic and having those budgeting tools that is going to bring you joy because you like to look at it. So bringing the fun back into budgeting is like our #1 goal. And so we're just super excited for you guys to get all your new goodies and to pack up those orders today. So like I said, I'm gonna go through my emails, and then we are gonna pack up a bunch of Elements collection orders together. Well, believe it or not, an entire day has gone by and Stephanie and I spent, like I said, the whole day packing orders, and I don't even know how many we have packed. All right, so we packed about 130 orders, which I think might be a new record. That is more than I think we've ever packed in a day, and I am so excited about that. We will be back packing orders again tomorrow, and then also starting to prep for the next launch that we're gonna have. So I'll be able to show you guys all of the new products coming. And this launch is going to definitely be smaller than the Elements collection launch. It's just a few pieces that you guys have been asking for, and the Abundance Binder workbook is one of those things. So I'm really excited to show you guys what we'll be launching next, and we're gonna do that tomorrow. But for now, I need to head home and go visit my chickens because we did get 2 more chickens yesterday, so we are up to 16 now, which makes me super excited. So it's literally my favorite way to end the day, to be able to just like go home and literally hang out with the chickens, and my kids love being out there too. So I'm gonna go do that, but I will see you guys back here again in the morning. Morning, my friends, and happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well today. So it is a beautiful sunny day outside. Stephanie and I are just getting stuff done in the shop. It's about 11:15 right now, and I spent some time this morning, as you guys would have seen, carrying all of the orders down that we got packed because USPS was scheduled to pick them up this morning, and they did, which is great because we've had some not so great luck lately with them not picking up our packages. But he picked up about 135 packages this morning, and I also carried up this huge shipment that I got. Steph and I were talking this morning, and I think we decided that we are going to be launching the Abundance Budget Workbook inserts this Friday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're also going to be launching a few other fun items as well that will really complement the Abundance. We got to think of something else to call that because it is such a tongue twister. We're just going to call it the budget binder because that's what it used to be called and it's easier to say. This one is called the Abundance Budget Workbook. The Abundance Budget Workbook. And it is a quarterly version because I did add more sheets to it as requested by a lot of you guys, and so it's still 176 pages, I believe, front and back, but it is really set up for quarterly. And I've had a lot of people ask or say that they wish that it was yearly, but it would literally be like so thick. And it is really set up quarterly for people who are paid weekly. If you're paid less often than that, you can probably get the pages to stretch a lot further, only because there's like 12 weeks of tracking in there. So if you're paid once a month, you could potentially get this to last you all year. But that's just how it's set up. And we do have a digital download version. So if you're somebody who likes to print off several pages or have several pages available, there is the digital download version as well that you can print on A5 paper. It is formatted for A5 paper. But we are going to be opening all of these boxes and going through this shipment of inserts. We had them printed here in the United States, and I'm really excited. It was with a small business, and they come hole punched and packaged. So all we have to do is put our branding stickers on them, and they're going to be ready to go. So by the end of today, these will all be up on the shelf, ready to go for the launch on Friday. And then there are a few other things that we're gonna be launching as well that I'm gonna show you guys. And I think I'll start with those items, and then as we go through the shipment, I will show you guys what the abundance budget inserts look like. As you guys have probably noticed, we like to curate a lot of our collections and launches to work together with each other. So along with the new updated inserts, we're also going to be adding some fun things that you can add to your pages and to your spreads while you budget. And we're going to be adding those things into this launch that's coming on Friday. You guys have already gotten kind of a sneak peek of this because we added this product with the Elements collection, but we are going to be adding them to the shop as well. So we're adding sticky notes, and these are transparent sticky notes. And then we also have 2 different page flag options for right now as well. So I will show you guys up close for all of these. We do have 2 other sticky notes that are coming, but they're gonna be added probably after the launch because the color that I put on the backer card does not match the color of sticky notes. And I didn't get samples of every single color before I ordered them. And so it was kind of hard to see what the color actually looked like. So now the names don't match at all. So we are going to have both of these. They're just gonna be called something different. I think I called this one, I actually don't remember what I called this one. Oh, Coral. I called this one Coral. So this one will be coming, but for right now, the ones that we have, the backer card doesn't make sense because this is definitely not Dusty Rose. This is like a brighter, honestly, like coral kind of color, but that one will be coming, as well as this one. So I can't remember what I ended up naming this one, but this is definitely not Seafoam. I don't even know if this is there we go. This is definitely not Seafoam. Which is what it says at the bottom. So I did rename this one. So we will have this color. It's just not gonna launch right away with everything, but we'll add them as soon as we get them in. And then there's one other, besides the inserts, there's one other thing that we're adding to the shop that so many of you guys have been requesting. So we are adding our paper clips to the shop. We can get them in focus here. They're so cute. So they're gonna come in a pack of 10 inside this cute little acrylic case. And you're gonna get to choose between gold and black. So these are 2 inches and, like I said, in a 10 pack. So these are gonna be available as well because I think that both of those things between the sticky notes and the paper clips are gonna go along really well with the inserts. So let's dive into this box so I can show you guys what's coming. Okay, she does such a nice job of packaging these. Bring you guys down so you can actually see what's going on here. Chris just called me and we have a repairman coming to our old house because we're in the middle of selling our house and closing. Like we've accepted an offer and we close in April, but there's still like a few things that we want to fix. So we have a repairman coming. Chris is not in town right now, so I'm gonna run to the old house and make sure that the repairman can get in. And then when I get back, we will continue with the abundance budget workbooks. I am back and we are gonna continue to get these opened and get them all out of the box. And then I will walk you guys through the abundance budget workbook. All right, pick a box, any box. I'm really just looking for those are out of stock already. What? The non-capped envelopes. Oh, I literally never in a million years would have guessed that those would be as popular as they are. Yeah, I right, we got all of the inserts put up on the shelf, so they are all ready to go for the product drop that's happening on Friday. And like I mentioned, we're going to be dropping the Abundance Budget inserts, their budgeting inserts, and then we're also going to be dropping the sticky notes. So they're transparent sticky notes. They are so freaking cute. I'm so excited. And then also the XL paper clips. So I really love this launch, even though it's it's a small launch. It's curated together because it's like you're getting the budgeting inserts and then some new fun things to add into your setup. So I wanted to really quick run through the Abundance Budget inserts with you guys so that you know what to expect, and I'll probably pop pictures up right here so that you can actually see what the inserts look like. I just think it'll be easier than me trying to film as I'm talking about it, but this is literally what I'm using for my own personal setup. And when you open it, this is what it looks like. This paper is so nice. It's like super soft, but there's like a little bit of a glare on it. So I think it's just gonna be easier, like I said, if I scoot over and pop the pictures up right here of what it looks like. So of course you have the cover page, and then you also have a page where you can write in your information and who the budget belongs to. We have just like a little, I'll just show you guys this real quick, but just like a little information just about the aesthetic dollar and how I came into budgeting, and yeah, so you can read through that if you feel like it. We also have a year at a glance for both 2025 and 2026. And then it moves into the monthly overview. So the monthly overview is undated so that you can use this budgeting workbook at any point in time. The monthly overview will also come separately so that you can get all 12 months, the inserts for all 12 months separately if you want to. So those will also be available separately. So there are 3 months of the undated month at a glance, and then we move into the bill tracker. And I had somebody comment, I don't know if it was on Instagram or YouTube, but somebody was asking me how to use the bill tracker, and it's super simple because you guys know I'm all about simplicity. So basically you write in the bill the amount that it usually costs, or if it's like something that's like a fixed expense, meaning it's the same every single month, you can write that in there. And then the due date, and then you would just check off each month that you pay it, so you'll be able to track that for an entire year. And then there's also a subscription tracker. And with the subscription tracker, you can write in the subscription, the amount, when it's due, whether it's a monthly or a yearly subscription, and whether or not it's auto renew. So you can keep everything together in one place. And then we move into something that I personally love, and it's only a 1-page spread. So if it's not your jam, you can totally just take it out of the binder. But I like to have a quarterly financial overview so that I can just look back. It's really nice to see how far you've come and what consistency can do when it comes to budgeting and money. So just writing in your income, your expenses, your sinking funds, your savings, and your debt payoff. And then there's like a little section for a reflection, just to kind of write notes or things that you accomplished and things like that. So that is the quarterly financial overview. And then we move into the monthly budget overview. And the monthly budget overview, there are 3 of these in here because, like I said, this is like a quarterly insert. So for the monthly budget overview, I personally like to use this to kind of plan out my month, and whether you're paid once a month, twice a month, or 4 times a month, so weekly, everybody can use the monthly budget overview. And this is just to kind of plan out your month before the month begins. And it's, like I said, it's an overview. So you would write in your income, your fixed expenses, your variable expenses, any sinking funds, savings, and then of course your debt payoff. And there are 3 of those spreads, and those will eventually come separate as well. So we don't have them separately quite yet, but they will come separately eventually. So next is the weekly budget overview, which is a majority of what the entire insert or workbook is 12 weeks so that you're tracking each week. And it starts with the paycheck breakdown, which was a huge request that I heard so many of you guys. So just know I heard you and we made it happen. So there is a paycheck breakdown. So for each paycheck that you receive, you can break that down. And I like to reference my monthly budget that I make at the beginning of the month so that when I come to do each week's breakdown, I can do that. If you're paid once a month, you would only need to use one of these. If you're paid bi-weekly, this would probably last you 6 months. Because again, there's 12 of these weekly overviews. So you would really only need to do this like with each paycheck. So then we have the weekly wallet tracker, cash planning inserts, and then the online spending inserts, and then it starts over. So like I said, 12 weeks of that weekly overview. And then I should also mention we do have the paycheck breakdown inserts that we'll be selling separately as well. So if you're needing more of the paycheck breakdown inserts, you'll be able to get those separately. And then there's also a section for debt payoff. So we have a debt payoff tracker where you can write who you're paying back, what the starting balance is, the minimum payment due, when it's due, the interest rate, and the payoff goal. And then you can track your payoff using that insert. And then we also have a savings tracker. So you can write in what you're saving for, the goal amount, the start date, and the end date. And then you can track your savings by using the savings log. So that is essentially what the abundance budget inserts are, and we're really excited about them. In case you're wondering how thick they are, this is about how much room it would take up in your binder. These are A5 size. They come pre-hole punched, and we do also have the digital version on our website. So if you're somebody who wants to print off extra pages, you can get the digital download version and be able to print off as many pages as you want, because once you purchase that digital download, it is yours and you can print off, like I said, however many sheets you want to. So we are super excited about this product drop. We hope you guys are too. This has been a huge project for me, working on designing and updating the budget binder inserts, which is what they were previously called. It's now called the abundance budget because this is the year of abundance. That is the theme for this year. But anyway, that is gonna bring us to the end of the studio vlog. I know this one is a lot shorter than my normal studio vlogs, but I wanna make sure I'm giving myself enough time to be able to edit this and get it up for you guys on Thursday before the product drop so that you can have all of the information to make a decision on what you want to do. So as always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it blessed you in some way, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye guys.